about people up there. And John wants to be here. John's the kind of guy that welcomes a challenge and looks at our quarterback situation, understands where he is, and looks at our schedule next year and understands where he is and looks forward to the challenge. That's the kind of person we want to be part of our organization.
Do you think your quarterback for next year is on the roster?
You know, I think Pet said it well. I think Flip said it well today. We don't know yet. So we're going to work till we find the right person. And that's not, I'm not slighting Connor or Johnny. We have two quarterbacks, or Brian. If he were to come back, I'm not slighting any of them. We're going to work hard till we get a quarterback who can help us win and win consistently, which we've stated since day one is our goal. And it's not easy, but we understand it's the mission, and we're going to work hard at it.
Jimmy, are you concerned that friction between the coaching staff and front office reached a point to where Kyle wanted out?
You know, I'm not going to talk about Kyle any. Kyle's a smart guy, and he has a great future in coaching, and we had a good relationship. I will say this, despite the outside view, and I think Ray took the high road, which our organization is always going to do, we work together extremely well. Ray and Pet and Sash and Alec and I are going off for 3 days to do a little strategic planning session, and I assure you we'll work very hard, we'll work very close together. Do we have disagreements? Of course. But I would venture to say that wherever you all work, there's disagreements every day too. So it's not, we work together extremely well. I think it's also important to remember we've only been together, this group, the 5 of us, for a little bit less than a year. And it takes time to build a team, and we're learning each other. We're learning how to work together with each other, and I think we've got a really good group that we're really excited about. We're going to be together, as I said, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, and I'm personally really looking forward to that session.
Jimmy, what do you have to do? What do you have to see from Johnny Manziel, and when does that have to start for you to feel comfortable that he's going to be dedicated?
You know, Mary Kay, that's really a question. I think Johnny has to show on and off the field he can be a professional. He knows that. Everybody in the organization's told him that. It'll be up to Flip and Pet to decide whether he can be the kind of quarterback we need to be. He knows what we expect of him on and off the field, and it's up to him to prove he can do that.
Jimmy, as one of the 32 owners, how are you viewing this whole situation with the Patriots and the footballs?
You know, I honestly don't know very much about it, and hopefully you can appreciate that. We're focused solely on the Browns and getting things turned around and trying to become a consistent winner. So I don't know anything more than you probably know more than I do. You guys have probably read more about it than I have.
So a first-round quarterback is on the table, just like everything else is?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's no doubt that our quarterbacks, I mean, Pet said it, Mary Kay said it's muddy, and I think that's an accurate way to say it. So, I mean, to describe it any different would be, you know, not the right thing to do. So we've got to get quarterback, got to get it fixed. Now, that's not to say Connor, who in the last game played really well, right, for first time, hadn't worked first team any against a really good team on the road, played well, and that's not to say Johnny can't do it, but they both have to prove it that they can do it over a period of time.
Jimmy, you didn't mention Brian Hoyer. Where do you stand with him?
I think every option is open on the table for us in terms of who's going to play next year.
Will you try to negotiate with Brian anytime soon, or are you going to let that play out a little bit?
You know, that'll be up to Ray and Pet to decide what direction we go there.
All right.
Thanks, guys. Great to see you all.
Jimmy, thanks.